This video was for fake gossip in the gym purposes only.
Do I know you?
This video is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is meant to be taken seriously at all. I'm just sharing my own opinions, not facts, off publicly accessible information first made public by the public figure. Please do not go to these people's channels and leave mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, or disparaging comments for entertainment purposes only. What's up, y'all? This is not your average reaction or Mrs. Snowflake. I'm just a guy who likes to react to health and fitness stuff, usually around girl world. And today we're gonna take a look at Viking princess lifts.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
AKA glitter and lasers.
And then
AKA glitter and bagels.
'Cause I'm a little unsteady.
AKA our favorite Strongwoman.
yes!
Yes, that's right. We're gonna check in on her. She's got a few new fitness posts to go over, and I do have some tea regarding one of her last posts, you guys. But before we get into it, I would like to give you guys just a little channel quality of life update. I am removing Mrs. Snowflake from my channel name, you guys. My has always been not your average reaction, and I've decided I just don't want to group myself in with any particular group of people or persons. I think I need to stand on my own a little bit, if you will. I'm gonna be removing the name, but I'll still say I go by Mrs. Snowflake probably in my intros. Originally, Mrs. Snowflake was a character with a wig that I had created to mostly react to Amberlyn Reed, and it kind of devolved in a really weird way. I started doing the Girl World Watch, and Mrs. Snowflake was a character that reported on Amber. Girl World correspondent Mrs. Snowflake about the topic. Thanks, Mancy. Morplegs thinks she has a one-up on the reaction channels. But regardless, she's getting cut, you guys. Unfortunately, I am removing the name. It's just the name. You can literally call me whatever you want. I could care less, you guys. But yeah, we're just gonna go by not your average reaction probably from here on out. And I want to give you guys the Willy cam before we also get started. So William is on his staircase, kind of like a lower level. He might be flipping me off. I'm not sure. What I am sure is he probably called me the F slur. Sorry, y'all. I love joking about that for no particular reason.
What they did is fraud.
All right, before we get into the juice, you guys, do y'all remember when she posted last time that whole story about, oh, I was in the gym and I heard these people talking crap about me, but then one person was sticking up for me. Let's just hear it one more time from her mouth, you guys. Let's do it.
I go to the gym and I get reminded about the people who just really want me to
Poop on the table.
fail, just really want everything in my life to go wrong. And in the beginning, it's always upsetting. It's always upsetting to see this. But what I don't think they realize is when they do this to me, it just makes my resolve to succeed so much stronger. Because I will prove them wrong.
Yeah.
I will do the things they think I'm not capable of. So I guess, thank you. Thank you for so consistently and constantly trying to hurt me.
Right, so let me just read you guys the caption because I think it's a little bit more telling. So yesterday I was walking from one side of the gym to the other and overheard a group of lifters. They were mentioning how there was a girl at our gym who people say is faking it using AI. So, she created this entire fake story about people talking crap about her in the gym, literally implying that she walked by somebody and overheard somebody talking crap about her, and other people in the gym were defending her. This all happened in the gym. But I was enlightened, you guys, that she had made an update. How do I go to her comment section? Oh my gosh.
Poop on the table.
Posted a comment in this TikTok, you can go find it yourself, it's still there, where she clarifies And let me make sure I get this straight. I'm not just paraphrasing. So, just to be clear, the haters are not actually people who go to my gym. That said, people in my gym have seen the comments people make online. So she's rolling back her story of people talking crap about her in the gym, most likely because I think she finally realized, oh wow, this makes the people in my gym look like really shitty people.
Hexacana.
I should probably roll that back a little bit so that, the internet doesn't go bonkers over it. So it's just the short-sighted thinking from our girl. And of course, this reminds us of the famous trail story, which I'll insert that here because I actually got reminded of the part 2 of that story. I think it's the part 2 from Obese to Beast today.
Y'all are not going to believe this. So I'm walking on the trail and I pass that lady again. And she stops me. I don't even think she realizes she's already seen me. And she goes, waves and is like, good job. And I'm like, do I know you? And she goes, I don't think so. And I was like, well, you're acting like someone who knows me. And if you knew me, you'd know that I'm on this trail all the time. So it's really not that exciting. So now you know. And then I just took off running. I am so petty, but in the most delightful way ever. You can be nice and a bad bitch.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Get some help.
And then from there, you guys, we're going to go over and check out all her new content. The title of this post is just a sweet, sweet fantasy baby with a little nail emoji. If I can dance, I will. Also, I am not working in the top of my range today because I'm dealing with some inflammation. I definitely couldn't do this if I wasn't fully confident I could safely control the weight. Okay, girl, let's see what she's got going on. Hoit. Oh, yeah. Did y'all see the gullet bounce? Hoit. Oh. Hoit.
Oh, Lord! Lord, please!
Hell yeah. To be fair, I think some of that is okay for like other types of lifts. I'm not sure what the form looks like for log press. I've never done a log press. I've never seen a log press in real life. So I'm just, maybe the gullet bounce is a part of the form. When I think about easily controlling the weight, I think about doing it in a way that is so crisp, clean, and controlled that there's no unnecessary body movement. So you see, she actually does kind of bounce her body a little bit at the top. She goes, bounce, hoit, which is, I'm sure that's part of the form, right? But like to me, it would just be no bouncing, just straight up and down. This is a risk if I saw my client doing some BS like this, I'd clock it immediately. If I make clients do farmer's walks or, loaded carries where you're just carrying heavy weight by your side, I make sure that we over exaggerate a turn, okay? So I don't want you to pivot to turn around. I want you to physically walk in a semicircle carefully because I don't want you to do anything crazy and, do your ballerina turns and twist your ankle. And so that's just me. Again, I am a catastrophist personal trainer. I'm not a personal trainer right now, you guys. I'm not certified. I was. But that, as far as types of trainers, I think I would be classified as the catastrophist. Moving on to what I eat in a day, Anna on Thanksgiving edition. So let me read this. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is a 5-page soliloquy.
Nurse, clear my schedule.
Okay, girl, buckle up. Eating is such a difficult thing to talk about. I've always been pressured to either be super restrictive or throw caution in the wind and eat whatever I want. Okay, so all or nothing thinking, fantastic. Training is teaching me that food is fuel and what I eat affects how I can perform. It's given me new perspectives on how I eat, when I eat, and what I eat. Okay, Anna, let's not try to overcomplicate weight loss, okay? Weight loss and gaining muscle is some of the easiest things as a concept, hard as a practice, but let's not overcomplicate it by throwing in things like eating at specific times and eating specific foods. Like, please stick to the basics so other people, you included, don't get lost in the sauce, all right?
Who do you think you are?
Thanksgiving, I decided to stay home and go it my own.
What?
I've spent the last month or so adapting to new ways of eating. The results have been significant on the way I feel. My inflammation is generally down.
You sure about that?
And my energy is more sustained. I know I personally wasn't ready to be tempted, but I also didn't want to feel like I missed out. FOMO for real. I took time before Thanksgiving to be thoughtful and make things that would make the day feel special. I also chose what compromises I was willing to make. Like, I know red meat can be hard for me, but sometimes you just want to have a steak. Fair enough. I will give Glitter this. She doesn't seem to be as addicted to sugar as Alexandra.
One more sip where I'm going to dump.
Rodriguez is. I think genuinely she is the most severe case of sugar addiction I've seen in girl world so far. Like, I'm sure Amber and all those girls eat crazy stuff off camera, but from what Alex shows, I mean, I never see her eat just a steak or just a grilled piece of chicken. It's always breaded with pasta or something. I ended up with a day eating that felt luxurious, but that was easier on my body. Sorry, y'all. I'm reading so far away. It's whatever. For Christmas, I've already made plans with friends, and I feel more prepared to show up and still eat in a way that protects my body.
Shut your bitch.
Just remember, you guys, Thanksgiving and Christmas are one day. Have your day, and I even think you should try to control yourself, you guys. Like, eat within your means, eat within your calories, but eat whatever you want. And don't bring those habits to the next day and the next day, right? We start out with Thanksgiving, and people was like, oh, I'll just throw caution to the wind. I'll throw it all out for this day, and then you throw it out the next day because you have leftovers, and then oh, it's Christmas and I want to eat all the fun Christmas stuff or whatever. Like, it's okay. It's okay to not eat the thing, you guys. I promise you're not really missing out on a whole lot. At the end of the day, we should know that eating something isn't going to make us, long-term feel good. So maybe we should have the forethought to not
yourself with the dopamine.
not do those things to ourselves. Last but not least, a lot of the reason I avoid some foods is not because they are inherently bad. Food is not good or bad. Food is nutritious. As a person who is simultaneously trying to build muscle and manage autoimmune illnesses, I like that she doesn't mention losing weight at all, because losing weight would really help her for her autoimmune illnesses, and she's hinting at the Ehlers-Danlos. I'm never going to be able to say that word, y'all. Certain foods can cause chaos in my body. Yeah, high inflammation. Go on a low inflammation diet. I've done a ton of work to understand and isolate what those foods are and adapt my eating. This is what works for me, and if you're feeling something might need to change, I suggest you talk to your doctor about it. Okay, fair enough advice. And then she's loading up her plate with, it's like apple pie stuffing in between two protein pancakes. Like, we don't know what the mix was, y'all. And to be quite honest with you, it looks like a regular pancake to me, honestly. But anyway, and then her next meal, it looks fine. I'm not a fan of bacon wrapped stuff. Like, I think it tastes good, but like, I personally don't like to get into the habit of adding bacon to most of my meals. I don't even like to have bacon once a week because it's just a personal philosophy.
No one cares!
And then she has like a pie that she made, and then a like fruit and veggie plate. And she watches Stranger Things with her pupper, you know? And that's about it with that. All right. What does Strongwoman training look like? And she's throwing a bag up and doing all sorts of crazy things. Log press, stones, clean and press. The worst clean and press I've ever seen in my life. That was the clean and press where she like let go of the bar with her right hand for a second. Stones, clean and press.
Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
Gosh, she is killing it with these long-winded captions. When I say I'm training to be a strong woman, people often think I am saying it just want to be strong and a woman. Gosh, it is so hard to read her writing sometimes, y'all. A lot of people don't know there is an actual sport I am training to compete in. I think most of us know what strong woman is. I would hope people don't think that you're just like making up that word. Training for this sport is about lifting heavy, but also about speed, precision, and mental ability to get your body to do crazy things. It's also about the ratio of weight that you can push, Glitter. So let me see if I can find some of the standards for these competitions. What's considered beginner, novice, intermediate, advanced, and elite with female deadlifting. So in order for Anna to be considered an elite deadlifter, she has to lift 2.5 times her body weight. How much does this girl weigh? Let's just be nice and say she weighs 450, right? I'd say that's reasonable, right? 450 times 2.5.
This is a math channel.
So her deadlift needs to be 1,125 pounds for her to be considered elite. Weigh less so you can look like you lift more. Maybe that's a thing. I am considered a novice in this sport. Okay. So a novice means that she can lift her body weight. So is she lifting 450 yet, girl? I'll get there one day. Maybe I won't. That doesn't really matter. I've found a community, and that community enables me to do cool things like throw bags, lift logs, and hopefully someday pull a semi-truck with my hands. I'm going to be my strongest self, and we'll see where it takes me.
Hell yeah, brother.
Also, this by no means an exhaustive list of skills for the sport. Why is it so hard for me to read her writing? I also am still a novice, and nothing I do is perfect. Is it ever truly perfect? In parentheses. It's simply things I've trained in thus far. Nice, okay.
I have no idea what the I'm talking about.
I think what annoys a lot of people about Anna is she tries to talk like she's like, you know, she's well informed when she starts these new things, and she speaks about things like she's a professional, and I think she just needs to not, right? Just say I threw a bag over something today when I was in the gym, and just leave it at that, girl. You don't have to make it this whole
poop on the table
nonsense, you know? Just keep it norm. She mentions, you know, I want to do all this cool stuff. Well, I'm here to tell y'all from firsthand experience, the cool exercise tricks, I trained to do a lot of those. Handstands, handstand presses, 360s on the pull-up bar. I can do a cool shoulder mobility trick. But a lot of the times, those things, especially like I didn't have somebody who was like classically trained in calisthenics, who had, you know, knowledge from a university. It was mostly anecdotal stuff from gym bros. And so as a result, I was able to do a lot of these tricks, but I experienced an increase in chronic dislocation in my shoulders. I had SI pain, like sciatica. I had a anterior pelvic tilt, like nothing that was like super detrimental to my health. Everything is fixed, but it was a lot less beneficial to my body than just regular training would have been. All right, moving on. All right, girl, let's see it. Let's see it. Oof. Okay. Yeah. You know, God, it looks terrible, y'all. It really does. And I don't think that belt is doing her any justice. I think it's genuinely making it harder for her to breathe and brace. And I think it's just, I think this is bad, y'all. This is not good. It doesn't look good. She's been training for a while now, and her deadlift is still like wonky a little bit. Like she lifts the left side down first. The left side is a lot lower. And is that it, girl? Is that all you're giving us? All right, what's our last? Last but certainly not least. Today was a day at the gym. I hit a PR. My life flashed before me, and I learned I still cannot hang. I showed up and did the work, and that, my darlings, is all that matters. Man, something about reading Glitter and Lazers' writing is just out loud, at least. I feel like when I read it in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, totally, girl. And then I'm reading it out loud. I'm like, how do I pace this sentence? Do y'all have that issue? Like in my head, I can read at a fairly okay pace. I think I still mess up a lot of words. But when it's reading out loud, the biggest issue for me not only is like making sure I'm reading the word correctly, but like the pacing of the sentence and like being able to say it in a way where it sounds nice, you know, like you're reading a child's book, you know, and you have a nice pace. All right, back to Anna. Today's workout in photos. Show me, girl. Obsessed with the fit, you guys. This is her Where's Waldo outfit. Pause to play, but I made a Where's Waldo with Anna. This is the picture I'm using. Good luck. One of my favorites. Oh my God, ready to smoke some lifts, you guys. And it looks like she's got 315 on the bar. And got a damn near corset on. That looks so silly, y'all. Like, actually so silly. When I found out I had been tricked into a PR.
Sure, Jan.
Okay. So I did it again. What is this? Is that 2 10s on the end? Or 2 25s? Why would they add another? It's got to be 2 10s, absolutely. It would make no sense if it was 2 25s. They would just add another plate. Survived the leg press. How many plates is that? 1, 2, 3, maybe generously 4 on each side. That's really bad for Anna. Like, leg press is something that people can generally be strong in most of the time. I've seen women who are easily, 130, 140, 150 pounds doing 6 plates on each side. Granted, they are like in very good shape, but still, imagine a 150-pound woman doing 2 more plates on each side than Anna, and probably more reps, if I'm being honest.
Don't be f***ing rude. Are you kidding me? I swear to God.
Okay, Dora the Gym Explorer. She is out of control, you guys.
And then
I don't even know what to say at this point.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it.
She's just going around the gym. I don't even know if she's getting a proper workout in. Setting up her camera so that she can take photos and videos and
poop on the table.
it keeps getting funnier every time I say it.
Giddy up, a goon.
LARP on her Viking Princess Lifts accounts as a strong woman. We're just going to move on. Almost died on this machine. Yeah, this is the assisted pull-up machine. I don't know if this machine can genuinely hold her up. Let me see the weight limit on that, actually. I couldn't find a weight limit, you guys.
Thanks for nothing.
I'm so sorry, but I would be a little frightened for her to do this as well, just because it's like she's a lot farther from the ground than just when she's hanging from that other bar. And I mean, in this scenario, she's not just hanging onto the bar. She's trying to pull herself up. And so it's assisted pull-up and assisted dip. So you see this little lever right here. You step on the lever, and there's a weight right here in this stack. And whatever weight you set the stack to, so say you set it to 100 pounds, that means it's going to push 100 pounds up to help you do your pull-up, okay? So when she steps on this, she's essentially weighing 100 pounds less if that's what she chose. I like the assisted pull-up machine. I haven't used it to build pull-up strength. I find pull-ups are just so hard. It feels like you never get stronger with pull-ups, genuinely. I find that negatives on the pull-ups, so like if you can't do a real pull-up, get a chair and jump as high as you can and just try to hold on while you're at the top. Hold on until you just slowly reach the ground, and then just do it over and over. Just do the negative part over and over and over and over, and that will help you build some strength to do the actual pull-up. Trying to hang, girl. And yeah, see here, she has to like lift up her knees in order for her to hang, but from here, she doesn't do that. She just hangs, and that's why this can be a lot scarier, again, because she's like genuinely probably like a couple feet from the ground, and she'll have to make that fall if she doesn't do things properly. And here she just, lets her legs down and they'll immediately hit the ground. Unable to hang. I don't think she should be doing dead hangs every workout. That's such a mistake. Such a mistake. Making the machine thick thigh friendly. Yes, girl. You should always be adjusting machines to your specific body type needs, you guys. So yeah, if you need to lower the seat so you can be real locked in with your legs on like a lat pull down, absolutely. Most of the time, if you're doing a bicep curl machine, a tricep press machine, or a leg extension machine, you want to line up the pivot point. That's all you got to know, girl. That's all you got to know. And, most of the time, as long as you're not lifting with your ego, even if your form is slightly terrible, it's not usually, most of the time, it's not going to hurt you right away, as long as you're not loading things up with insane weight, okay? So just keep that in mind. Don't be afraid to try new things, girl. Silent rage. Oh my God. And finito. Is that finished in a different language? Cute. All right, girls. Well, I think that concludes our check-in with Miss Glitter and Bagels, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this little video. If you're following my Alex Reacts, I will definitely see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you do something today that you'll be thankful for tomorrow. Set yourself up for success, you guys. Go for that walk. Get that glass of water. Whatever you need to do to set yourself up for success, let's go ahead and get after it, you guys. All right, I'll catch you on the next one. Love you, see you, bye. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, you can give me a like, a comment, or subscribe.